What's going on? Can you see it? It's your boy. Let's check it out. We got to get straight. I just cut it off early. I didn't even want to wait to 20 seconds. What's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy, Nickmoses05, Mo family. We are in here on another wonderful Sunday. Shout out to everybody who is tuning in right now. You alive, healthy, and good. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're tuned in right now with me, and it means so much. So, we got a lot to talk about, as you guys see, okay? PS5 versus Xbox Series X. And yes, we will talk about the digital versions, but right now, we are strictly talking about, looking at me. I'm all ready. Let me say extra spicy. Woo! Told you, it's a hot one today. Super hot. PS5 versus Xbox Series X. Before I even dive into it, I just want to go ahead and talk about, we guys spoke about gamer girls and the relationships and things like that. I just want you guys to know that I actually took a look at the poll, okay? Now let's go to the poll. I'm actually going to pull it up here. So there were two polls, but they actually came out about the same. So I would say 50% of the people said either way it does not matter. Doesn't matter whether you're dating a gamer girl or not. She's still going to be who she is. But we have 25% that say yes, it is better dating a gamer girl. 25% that say no. Okay, so it's even. It's an even playing field. Some people, half the people seem to think it matters when you're dating a gamer girl. So for gamer girls, you need to pay attention to this right now. Okay, now hold on a second. All right. Dag, the timer going off. Oh, man, y'all could have told. Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Sorry about that. Got the bomb going off. I hope it wasn't too loud. I do have the sound down. Okay, and that's what you get with starting early, but I'm hot. Hold on. Can you hear it? Now, how we doing? Everybody, can we hear the timer now? Now, see, that's good. It's glad we get the big mess ups out the way. You know what? Because when I go ahead and repost this, I can edit that. That ain't no deal. Just snip, snip. Bye-bye. Okay? Do we hear any beeping? Do we got any echoes? Do we got anything else going on? I'm going to chat. Let's see. They say, yep, I hear it. Timer off. I hear someone say you good. Let's go back to Facebook over here. Okay, Facebook. Okay, let me check. Okay. All right, I'm just checking both places. I got streams, different going, different play and all that. Okay. But let's go ahead and talk about what we really here to talk about. And it's a whole lot. I'm talking about, I got a list of stuff to talk about with Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S versus PS5 and PS5 digital. So let's just go ahead and take it back. So for everybody who has not been paying attention to this, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown, quick fast. I'm not going to go in depth, but for everything you missed, I will cover that, and I also cover everything about the systems. And I'll tell you who I think I win. Now, first of all, before I even go into this, I just want you to know I got to scoot up my chip for this because I'm not playing right now. Okay, extra spicy. But I am a Microsoft fanboy. Yes, I am. Cheers. Woo! I am a Microsoft fanboy. So for everybody out there who owns a Sony PlayStation, who owns any other console, and claims that console is the best. I can't just say it's the best. All my people out there for Nintendo Switch, that is the only system that has made me think different because of the modding scene. But other than that, it's close. Xbox, just Microsoft, just got it. But this is something I got to pay attention to. I need every nook and cranny. I need everything to be known. Okay? Everything. I need to know everything because if I miss something, it might be the end of me just buying consoles. Because let's be honest, I could just easily go to a PC. I have a PC right now that I'm streaming from. I could play from a PC, but I'm not a keyboard and mouse type of guy. Okay? And I don't want to screw up on buying my consoles. So automatically going into this, I was biased, just like any sports fan would be with their favorite team. You got your Yankees fans, your Lakers fans, all that. I am biased. Microsoft won already. Done in the show. But it can't be that simple. We need to pay attention to fine details. So let's go ahead and break down some fine details, okay? Now, while I go through these fine details, you know what? I'll do this. I'll pull up an image on screen, okay? I'll do that. Now, this image, it's kind of a crappy image, to be honest. I don't even like it, but we're going to go ahead and run with it. So let's see if it pulls up here. And, I was talking all that mess about my PC, but I got 2 images here. You know what? We ain't even gonna waste time with it. Okay, here we go. Bam. Let's do it. And while we waiting on that to load, see, there we go. Okay, now you want to load. You see how I go. Bam, there we go. PlayStation 5 versus Xbox Series X. Now, you guys see the specs on screen. Can everybody see? Let me go to chat. I want to make sure everybody can see this. To me, it matters which system. Okay, I see you, Reno. Okay. All right, it matters. Okay, this matters. And the reason I want to pull this up is because this is what it comes down to. It comes down to, what are you going to spend your Christmas dollars on, right? You might have kids. What system am I going to get, little Johnny, little Mike, little Bobby, little Ronnie? We could do every name you want to, okay? What am I going to get them, my little girls or whatever, for the next gen console system? I don't know. It's 2 choices that seem to be the biggest ones, and they're telling me they want a PS5. They're telling me they want an Xbox. I don't know if they want the digital or the regular version. I don't know what to get. I'm just a parent and I'm confused. I understand, and that's what we're going to go through. So on these specs here, okay, I'm going to go ahead and break a lot of these down. I do have my own notes, okay? Don't think I don't have my own notes as I'm doing my job on my side, okay? So I'm going to start here. Now, something that's not on the graphic that I want to talk about. Number 1, don't even get no further, okay? We're going to talk about the price of each system because I think that's key. That's something that's, probably going to be major to a lot of you. To me, if I want the system, I don't care. I'm going to find a way to get it. All right. That's sad to say. Yes, that's me. Okay. But for you, you might want to put your hard-earned dollars in the right direction, and I'm going to help you with that. So for price, and I'm going to break each one of these down. So I'm going to say who's a winner. I'm going to say if Xbox is more of a winner or if the PlayStation is more of a winner in each category. I want to go through this because I want you guys, and just please stay with me because I want you to call in. I want you to voice your opinion. If you don't like me being a Microsoft fanboy, you want to prove to me that Sony is going to destroy them, I want to hear it. Talk to me nice. Okay? So, as we go on, I'm going to tell you the price is probably one of the major factors. So, let's start with the digital versions. We're not going to get into the big boys just yet, but the digital versions. Now, if you don't want the physical media, and, in this case, if you don't want a system as powerful, okay, because when we're dealing with the Xbox Series S, it is not as powerful as the digital version of the PlayStation, which makes sense of the price difference. I believe the digital version for the PlayStation 5 is $399.99, $400, okay? When you can get the Xbox Series S for $299.99. Now, so this is a tough choice. Now, I'm going to tell you why I really don't know about the grade on this one, but I'm going to tell you what I think. What I'm going to say is the Xbox Series S is going to win for the digital versions for me. Here is why. I understand that the digital version of the PlayStation 5 is a lot more powerful, but I think the people who are buying the next-gen consoles for the lower price point is probably going to go for the lower price point, if that makes sense. So for $299, you can really jump into next-gen. Little Bobby, Johnny, Ricky and Mike, Chris, Red Dave, all of them. They could all just jump in there for $299.99, $300. Now, we got systems right now still selling $299. I can't believe Microsoft, first of all, released this digital version for such a reasonable price. Amazing. Okay. Let me just go back to chat. See anything? Can everybody hear me okay? I want to make sure we're good on sound. Okay. There we go. I see you, Joe. Y'all talking. I'm going to get to what y'all talking about in the chat, too. I see you over there. Okay. So, as far as price, I'm thinking in this battle that Xbox Series S is going to win only because the price point is lower. You do take a much less powerful system. I want to tell you guys that PlayStation 5 digital version is a lot stronger than the digital version of the Xbox, but you get to start off in next gen for $300. I think that's much more powerful than having the more powerful system for an extra $100 more, which is the PlayStation 5 digital, which is going for $400. So for that one, that's just me. It's up to you, whatever you want to pick. But for me, I think Xbox has that. Fanboy, yes, I am. Cheers to one for Xbox. PlayStation, nada. Okay? Woo. I definitely made it extra spicy today. You notice ain't no ice in there. Okay, so now we're going to get to the Xbox Series X and the PS5. So, if you guys don't know, these conferences, or let's just say Xbox just threw the bomb on us. Bam, here is our prices. This is when the pre-orders are going to go out. Which, by the way, guys, I will be live streaming the day on the pre-orders, and I will be pre-ordering that system, okay? So, and look, I'm getting calls. That's always how it happens. When you go live, people know you're live. That's when they call. Why? Why? You know what I mean? Anyways, okay? So, this is going to be an even playing field as far as price. I mean, you got $499.99, $500 each, okay? That's even. You can't really complain at either one. But what I can say is that $500 each, and maybe we have one system that's more powerful. What do you guys think? We will talk about that. But for $500 each, as far as price, I would say they're both even. It's more on what system you prefer. Do you prefer a PlayStation 5 or do you prefer an Xbox? Now, there are some things that I'm going to get into. I told you I'm going to get in depth. We're talking about everything between the two systems. So please stay with me. Now, besides those, okay, let's say just price out the window. Okay, for that one, it's even. So I'm going to just say it's even. Digital versions, I'll give the Xbox, less powerful system, but $100 cheaper. As far as the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5, even. Bam, $500, all right? So I still got 1-0 Xbox for the digital versions. Talk to me nice. All right, so now let's go ahead and get into the specs. So I got a lot of things as far as the specs, all right? So you guys see the graphic on screen, but I told you, I got my own stuff here. I don't play with it. I was going to pull it up anyway. So I did go ahead and kind of break everything down. I wanted to get more to these. So as far as the specs, let's go ahead and read through. I don't want to have to look at the graphic on screen and read through. You guys can look at that, but I'm going to go through it kind of fast on mine. All right. So an 8-core AMD Zen 2 CPU. All right. The cores are clocked at a variable frequency of 3.5 gigahertz, and that is for the PlayStation 5 base and digital. So hear that. That is for the PlayStation, all right, digital, and the base version. Now for this, I'm going to tell you the Xbox Series X and Series S may favor in CPU, but as you see in other points, it does not favor. So right now we're good, but later on you're going to hear as this Series S kind of dwindles down in power, all right? But as far as the PlayStation 5 base and digital version, 8-core AMD Zen 2 CPU, the cores are clocked at a variable frequency of 3.5 gigahertz. You nerds are probably jizzing in your pants right now, but let me finish, okay? So Xbox Series X and Series S has an 8-core AMD Zen 2 CPU with the cores clocked at 3.8 gigahertz. Now, I don't know if the 0.3 gigahertz matters much. I don't think it does. I think it's very similar. You know, PC nerds out there, talk to me nice right now. Tell me. I want you to call in. You see the number on screen in a bit. I'm pulling it back up on screen because I want you to call in right now because I'm going to be talking nice right now, okay? So, anyway, as far as the CPU, okay, you see we're pretty much, and that's for the Series X and S. So, CPU, we're good both ways, digital and base, Xbox Series X and S. So, it's kind of tired right now, right? Okay. So, graphics. Bam, this is where we start talking, okay? Xbox, I knew it. You had been telling everybody we got the most powerful system. Now it's on how you're going to use it. That's what I want to know. How are you going to use this, okay? But as far as the graphics, 12.15, now you see the graphic on screen. I got my own, okay? I told you I was getting into it. 12.5 teraflops, okay? Clocked at 1.825 gigahertz for the Series X. All right, pretty nice. It's pretty nice. More than pretty nice. It's nasty. Okay, so as we go on, the PlayStation 5 has 10.28. It says 10.3. Notice they rounded it up. That's why I said I got my own. 10.28 teraflops. Okay, clocked at a variable frequency of 2.23 gigahertz. So gigahertz a little faster as far as the graphics for the PlayStation. But this is the difference. That, for PlayStation stats, is for the base and digital versions. Let's talk about what the Xbox Series S has. It has 4 teraflops, clocked at 1.565 gigahertz. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Okay, I'm going to tell you, that's a bad one as far as the digital. But I will say, I believe because the direction they're going is not, they just want 4K on there, man. Just leave them alone. All right, just leave them alone. Okay. But the Series S does take a hard hit in that department there. Okay. So as far as RAM, we got 16 gigabytes of DDR6 SD RAM for the PlayStation 5 base and digital versions. For the Xbox Series X, X, we have 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 SD RAM. And for the S, we have 10 gigabytes of GDDR6 SD RAM. I don't think that's that bad. You're losing that $100 out of there. You get it. I mean, it's not that much of a difference. So that's why I think the price at the lower price point outweighs, okay, how much more powerful that PS5 digital system is than the Xbox Series S. But let's go on. So now we're talking about storage. Now this is where we're going to get good. So I want to go ahead and get some answers from you people too. So everybody out there, Mo fam, you guys got some of the greatest answers, and that's why I love talking to you guys. So as far as storage, right? Storage is 825 gigabytes solid state for PlayStation 5 digital and the base version. For Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X, it is 1 terabyte of solid state drive storage. Okay? Sounds nice both ways. Now, I don't know how much of that is being used on software, being used on other things. It may be a complaint that Xbox is using, a lot more things on, other stuff and not talking about it. They're just putting out the terabyte. But I'm going to say, regardless, there's still a little plus, all right, for Xbox. So I almost gave it to them, but we're not done. We still got expandable storage. This is where we get deep. So for PlayStation 5, there is a NVMe slot for a solid state drive. Now, I did not see that in the dimensions. They actually had a screenshot of the dimensions. And by the way, these systems are huge. If you guys do not know, these systems are bigger than any other system. We about to witness for the first time the biggest consoles in gaming history. I know we had the PlayStation 3, the fat one. That boy was a big boy. Okay, big boy. If you had that and swung it, you're knocking somebody out clean cold, and the judge will probably say assault with a deadly weapon. That joker is big. Now we got bigger systems. So I'm just going to talk about that expandable storage, because having a slot specifically for a solid state drive means that you can go ahead and get whatever size drive it supports. Am I correct? So let's say it supports up to 4 terabytes. Let's say it supports 8 terabytes, 12 terabytes. Let's go on and on and on and on. It's just going to support, who knows how much. While the Xbox Series X and the Series S has a 1 terabyte Microsoft expansion card slot, and that's all. Oh, man. Now, this is one I must say. In that case, I had to give storage, no lie, to Sony. All right. So, as one of my categories as I was going through, specs, I was going to say Xbox got it. Okay. I do believe Xbox has the most powerful system. But as far as storage, I had to give that to Sony based on the slot. I don't know where that slot was on the system. It's already massive, so I take it it's a slot for it. You know what I mean? But if there's a slot for the solid state drive to go in, that kind of beats what the Xbox. Now, I do know about external storage. A lot of people are just going to say, hey, I could just use my external storage. That is true. But we're speaking as far as what the system has hardware-wise from release date. Okay? We're not speaking of any add-ons or anything like that. Just the system. It has the capability of putting in a solid state drive versus a 1 terabyte, expansion slot. All right. So I gave storage to PlayStation. It was hurtful, but I already think Xbox is up anyway, so it don't even matter. But anyways, let's go to another one. So controller. Okay. I'm going to go specific to the controller because there's a lot of things on this controller that I want to just go ahead and point out. So with the PlayStation 5, I don't use PlayStation much, so excuse me. I told you I've been a hater, but you guys have been big fans of the DualShock, all right? But I'm going to read this directly from GameSpot.com article. So shout out to GameSpot.com. I got to shout you out. So if you guys do not check out, one of the nice websites for your gaming news, extra spicy, toast to you, GameSpot. All right? I need them as a sponsor too. Holla at me. But The PS5 DualSense controller is major evolution on the design used for the DualShock 4 before it. The console includes haptic feedback, including adaptive triggers that can add resistance based on the game. It also includes a speaker and a similar touchpad to the one included on the DualShock 4. I do like that speaker though, that is nice. The changes make it slightly bigger, but with a form factor PlayStation fans will recognize. So... okay, now I gotta pull me back up on big screen, okay? Because I told y'all, I gotta, Did y'all hear that? Sony, you guys was talking about for the longest the Xbox controllers and how big and bulky they are. Am I correct? From what I'm reading here, the controllers are actually gonna be bigger for the PlayStation 5. How do you guys feel about that? They said it's still gonna be what you guys know and love, but be honest, they just want you to get the system. They figure you're gonna eventually love it anyway. Am I correct on that? So let's go ahead and get deeper into it. But that is what the PlayStation 5 controller is bringing. And I think that's wonderful. A lot of different things in that. Okay. And I will bring up the graphic, guys. I seen you caller. I did see you. I think I had 2 calls. I missed both of you guys. My fault. I'm trying to get you guys in, but I just got to run through this information, man. I'm trying. And this is what I love about you guys. When you guys are calling while I'm going through, because I want to just tag you in, but then I got to go through. Once I go through my rundown, then I'm gonna go ahead and tag you. I see you out there. I see you. They calling. Okay, I got you. Just roll with me here. Okay. So that is for the what is that? The PS5 DualSense controller. All right, DualSense. I like the name of it. It does sound real nice. I'm not gonna lie. I was one that was a big fan of Sony's controllers. And as I moved on to Xbox and got adjusted to those, I don't like Sony controllers anymore. But I will say, just from PlayStation 1 and up, it was just a nice, easy factor that, you know, both your fingers could wrap around the top buttons, very easy to press, while Xbox's buttons were like triggers, very different. Then you got the trigger buttons and back. So it kind of changed for Sony, and that's what I kind of lost. But Xbox definitely, I think, got the better controllers. But that's just me, okay? But we ain't done yet. So let's talk about Microsoft and the controllers for their Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. All right. So the Xbox Series X controller, now it said X, so I don't know if this is going to go for both, but I'm going to point some things out here, okay? Now, the Xbox Series X controller also has, hold on, let me put it down. I don't want y'all to block me. I need this. Go. The Xbox Series S controller also has a few new features to improve on its tried and true controller. The new controller has a slight reduction in size, a share button, and a hybrid 4-way and 8-way directional pad. You'll still be able to use Xbox One controllers with the Series X, and the new Series X controllers can be used on Xbox One as well. Bow! Oh my God. Now look, Sony, listen up, Sony. Y'all need to listen to me real nice right here. Xbox got you on that. I don't even want to talk no more about it. We don't even need to say nothing about it. They said they can use you can get your new system, okay? As soon as it comes out, bam, I just pull it out. I say, you know what? I don't even want to pull my system out. Let me just use this as an extra controller for my Xbox One. Oh my God. Now see, I'm going to tell you this. I did look more into this, and before Sony fans start giving it to me and start calling in and start talking about, hey, you better show some respect on Sony name. I will go ahead and throw a little respect. They did say that you will be able to use your PlayStation 4 controllers on the PlayStation 5. But there's a catch. You will only be able to use it on PlayStation 4 games. No, I'm sorry, man, but that's what I'm hearing right now. I don't know if it's different. You guys put in the comments, talk to me. I want you to go out there and blah, 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 blah. Let me know if that's what it is. If that's the case, I can say we pretty much all agree that Xbox has won the controller side of things, okay? So another one for Xbox. I mean, what do we got to do? Sony, I gave you one. That's storage. But everything else so far is going to Xbox, okay? And I might just be a hater right now, and I might just be a fanboy. I might just be kissing the ass of Microsoft. But you know what? I don't mind the taste. So let's go ahead and get to it. Next thing we want to point out, this is a big one, okay? Online service. And I think this is a major one because online service is something that I thought for the longest that just Microsoft has it capitalized. It's no coming back. The Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. You can be able to play games on your PC and the Xbox, cross-platform, everything. I think it's just surpasses everything. But that's just me being a fanboy. I got to break down everything for you guys and try to have a unbiased opinion. But let's be honest, I'm a little biased. Okay, so for online service, PlayStation 5 has the Plus collection that will be coming out. Okay, so they have this selection of games for their new PlayStation Plus that they're rolling out. I forgot the name of it. But as soon as it rolls out, they're going to have a lineup of PlayStation 4 games already made available on launch day. Okay, that is something nice and unique. They do also have a subscription service. They also have PlayStation Now, which is going to be their cloud-based gaming. I'm not sure how that's going to come over to the PlayStation 5, but I do know they have the PlayStation Now cloud-based gaming. People have probably already used it. I'm not familiar with it, but so Sony's got their thing going. I give them that. They got their own stuff going on. Okay. Now, Microsoft, of course, they got Xbox Live Gold. You get your games with Gold. You're playing with other people. You're paying. Okay, you're paying for that. They also got Xbox Game Pass, which Game Pass a lot of you people have. Okay, MoFam, I see y'all talking about Game Pass and certain games you play and the free games you could just download. And instantly, if you know someone else who got Game Pass or Gold, you guys are going to share those games. You guys are going to play, so I think that's wonderful. Okay, and they also got Project Xcloud, okay, which is their cloud-based gaming. I have tried it. It was kind of wonky for me, I'm going to be honest, but it is in beta stages right now. So, who knows? It might turn out to be a lot better, but they have their cloud-based gaming, which is their journey, okay? So in that sense, okay, I'm going to have to be honest and take my bias review out. I think this is a to be determined. I can't give a score to either PlayStation or Xbox in this category. I think it's to be determined. We really got to wait and see how that's going to play out between these two. I do think Microsoft has more of a leverage knowing the game, being in it a little bit deeper, but that's not to say PlayStation can't just come in and that's how it happens out here. All right. So that's a to be determined. We're going to leave that up to anybody. Okay. And y'all see the number, but hold on. Let's put a graphic back on screen for everybody that hasn't seen it. Just go ahead and check out the graphic. Just look at that and you guess what you want to do. Okay. So here is the big one. And I think this is probably a big one that can be a deal breaker for somebody. So if y'all ain't listening, okay, now it's the time to be listening up. Deal breaker. Some people have a real big deal with this. And I got to take a sip of extra spicy before we even get into it. So they got a problem with backwards compatibility. So I'm going to let you know what I got for backwards compatibility. Let me know if I'm wrong, okay? I might be tripping on this, okay? But this is what I'm reading through my, I just go through everything and I kind of take what I get. And if I'm wrong on anything, MoFam, that's why you're here. We a family. You correct me, I correct you. We work together, okay? So Xbox, they're for backwards compatibility, are going to have some games from the original Xbox. That's an old classic for all my, I seen somebody who modded the hell out of original Xbox not that long ago. He's a follower and a subscriber. I can't think of your name, man, but shout out to you. I will make sure to mention you next time and show that, because that Xbox you got is killer, my friend. Okay, but the original Xbox. Okay, so you got some classics in there. The original Halo. I don't know if you guys play Fusion Frenzy. Fusion Frenzy is a 4-player title. If you guys have not played it, it is one that a lot of people can play together. Not crappy like Fusion Frenzy 2. Okay, if you play Fusion Frenzy 2, definitely crap compared to that. So they also will have some Xbox 360 games. So nice. So even for those who are in the JTAG scene, modern scene, you might still be able to relive some of those Xbox 360s. Okay, some of those games right there, you can go ahead and I see you call. I see you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna definitely get you, man. Keep doing. I'm gonna get you. So not only that, they also will have all of the Xbox One library backwards compatible. Bow! Bow! Talk to me nice, Microsoft. Another one. So some original Xbox games. We give you some for the 360. You know what? All of the Xbox One library will be available. How true is that? I don't know. But right now they got me bankhead bouncing like a junkie. I don't even care. Okay? Nice, Microsoft. I like that. So let's see what Sony got to do. Sony, come at us. Okay, let's do it. Let's talk. So Sony, they have backwards compatibility for some of the PlayStation 4 games, and some PlayStation 4 games will be available at launch. So that's pretty important. They'll be available right there at launch. But let's be honest. A lot of people for PlayStation are used to backwards compatibility. I can't tell you for how many years Sony was so big on, we're going to have backwards compatibility. Xbox doesn't. We're going to have backwards compatibility. Xbox doesn't. We're going to have backwards compatibility. It was a big point for them. It was at a point where Xbox felt like, okay, we got to start doing some backwards compatibility because these guys are actually having a huge market being targeted for that. So they start doing it too. So Sony, you was running it. And what happened? Damn. Okay. Used to be the man, homie. What happened to you? Anyways, okay. But another thing that's a hard hit for Sony in this backwards compatibility. A lot of people are talking about this. Will it support the PlayStation virtual reality headset? I haven't heard anything about PSVR. I hear the wonderful things about Beat Saber. I played it one time on a PC. Very nice. But, I hear the wonderful things about Beat Saber on PlayStation virtual reality. Can you guys tell me, comment down if you know, will it support PlayStation virtual reality? I don't know that it will. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it will. They might actually come out with another headset. They should support it. I think it's only right to support it, but maybe the direction they're going, they got something bigger. I can never say what a company has down the line, but to me, when it comes to backwards compatibility, are we safe to give this one to Xbox? Another check for Xbox. So far, I don't have Sony winning anything. Possible digital version because it's more powerful. It just determines if you care about the lower price point or the stronger system. So it's possible for the PlayStation 5 digital version. Storage, I give it to them for the NVMe slot. Okay? You could just throw a solid state drive in there. I'll give you that. But other than that, if your PlayStation Now comes out great and, you have your PlayStation Plus out there just working wonders, then I can talk different. But right now, Xbox is kind of winning across the board for me. So talk to me nice, okay? That's going to be the backwards compatibility side of it. And guys, I'm almost there. So give me about, as soon as I get to it and get my final decisions in, I'm going to ask you guys to call in. I'm almost done. I'm right through it. I love that you guys are calling in now because I want to take those calls and get you guys' opinions. I want to hear everybody. If you're looking at it and you see the number on the screen, I don't care if you just got a rant. I don't care if you just want to get off about your pre-orders. What happened on pre-order day, okay? And speaking of, this is a category I don't even have written down, but let's talk about it. Sony with the pre-orders. What happened? Okay, Sony, you had a mess. Best Buy got hit with a DDoS attack. I think we all was on there clicking away. Clickety, click. How many minutes did we all waste on Best Buy? If we all got those minutes back, can y'all just put it to my channel, please? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how bad it was. It was so much time wasted trying to get that. And then I hear people said, I went to GameStop and it was just right away. So, and then Sony, hey, we had too many pre-orders. We don't have that many systems. But don't worry, we'll fix it. Do you guys remember how long you were waiting on that PlayStation 3 long ago? Huh? People were getting systems from overseas. They were going $1,800 when they sold for $600. It was crazy, okay? I hope that does not happen. But Sony underestimated, I believe, how hot that campaign that you brought. And also, Sony, you knocked that campaign out the water. I'm going to give you that. Because Xbox said, here is our system, here's the price, here's the pre-orders, here's our specs. Bam. Shut up, Sony. Sony said, we got you better. Pre-order right now, damn it. Woo! I got to give you that. Now, that was hard. That was gangster, Sony. That was gangster. I'm going to give you one. If I give you, matter of fact, Sony, you got a point for that. As far as the pre-order, I haven't finished it because, it's coming up for Xbox. I will live stream that day. But as far as the way you just said pre-order now, that was gangster. I'm going to give you a point. Oh, my goodness. That's why I'm in here sweating. Y'all see that? I ain't got no ice in it, okay? So, now, backwards compatibility we know is Xbox, okay? So let's get into this. This is going to be my last one. Then I'm going to make my final decision. Callers, I want y'all to call in because I want y'all to just rant on this damn thing, okay? But now let's talk about games at launch, okay? Now, Sony, you better talk to me nice in this category. If it's any category I feel like you can win, it should be this one. But let's go ahead and see, y'all. I'm going to break it down for you right now. If you do not know about the games at launch for PlayStation 5, I'm not going to include the PlayStation Plus free ones for PlayStation 4 and all that. I'm just going to talk about the PlayStation 5 titles, okay? So these are the PlayStation 5 titles that will be released at launch, okay? And I believe these are confirmed PlayStation 5 launch games. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. You guys in the comments. I'm over there. Okay, I see you. I see you, Facebook. I see you over there. Okay. So, let me know, guys, okay? First game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm not sure if that's pronounced it. Valhalla. But Assassin's Creed, which a lot of people love the Assassin's Creed series. I've never been one to really just play Assassin's Creed, to be honest, but I love just looking at it. Looks beautiful, walking into a room with a bunch of guys and just, being able to assassinate somebody, get out of there. It's very cool, okay? But I haven't been a big fan of the series, but they have an Assassin's Creed being released on launch date, okay? Nice. The next one is Astro's Playroom, okay? Another title. Now, I'm not sure about Astro's Playroom. Like I said, I'm not a big Sony fan. So you guys, please comment. As soon as this is a hot title, just put this a hot title, okay? Let me know if it's a classic or something. Because right now, to me, out of 2 games right now, I don't see any classics. I'm thinking Xbox might get. But anyways, okay? So, Astro's Playroom. Then we got Demon's Souls. Now, I believe that is a remake or a remaster. I'm not sure of Demon's Souls, okay? But that will be a confirmed launch title for PlayStation 5. Another one is Destruction All-Stars. I don't know what that is, but I damn near want to give you a point for the sound of it. It just sounds like Destruction Derby back on PlayStation as soon as I heard it. Destruction All-Stars. Grabbing it, okay? Don't even care. But sounds nice, okay? The next one, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, okay? So we've all played Devil May Cry to the end of the world. But this is going to be 5 on the PlayStation 5 Special Edition. I'm thinking they're going to have something, special up their sleeve for it. I hope it's not just a copy, cut, and paste and just some, twist on it. But now, we got, of course, Fortnite. I mean, who doubt that wasn't going to be released for every console that, comes out anyway. Godfall is another one. I see you, caller. Hold on, I'm going to get you in. Just stay with me. I'm going to get through this list, and I'm going to hurry up and get you in, man. Just about 5 more minutes. Just about 5 more minutes. I see you. Godfall. I'm not sure about Godfall. The title sounds lovely. I hope it's something like God of War. Please let it be something like that. But I don't know. Godfall, can you guys comment and tell me what that is and kind of leave me on that? Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Okay, I do think that's probably going to be their number 1 release title out of everything I heard right now. I know how these Marvel comics have been turning the gaming world crazy. Not only the movies in the entertainment industry are bomb, but the games are bomb too. Okay, so I can see that being one of their number 1 titles. So I'm going to give a shout out for you, Sony, for PlayStation 5 release title for that one. That is Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. All right. So the next one is Observer System Redo. Okay, I don't know what that is. I haven't played the Observer series at all, but it is going to be released on release date for PlayStation 5. And there is one more, which is Sackboy: A Big Adventure. I have heard about the Sackboy games, the Sackboy series. I do think that's going to be pretty well. So that were a lineup of PlayStation 5 confirmed titles. Now, that doesn't mean that's all. I'm sure there's going to be more coming down the line. You'll probably get another major first-party title, but that is just what I see confirmed now. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is a tough one for me because all I thought is, will Microsoft win this? Okay, very tough. So, Microsoft has officially lost it. And I'm going to tell you why, guys. And I know. You're like, why didn't you even go over any of the games, Nick? I've seen a list of titles being released for Xbox. Why are you not talking about them, Nick? Sony got a list. We got some that's confirmed too. Why aren't you talking? I'm going to tell you why I'm not talking about it. They delayed Halo Infinity, however you want to say it. Okay? They delayed it. How are you going to delay the Halo and say that's not going to come out? It's going to wait till 2021. Don't give me that. I'm not taking that, Microsoft. I'm out here sticking up for you, putting my neck out here and talking crazy, talking greasy out here to Sony. And you just standing there telling me that it's coming 2021? You got some nerve. You got some nerve, man. Okay? I want to see that being released as a confirmed release title. You better surprise us right before the system comes out. You better say, you know what? Everybody who got a Series X, it is included with your game. Then I'm going to talk, Sony, I'll come back out here and I'm going to just go ahead and do a live stream 24 hours just for you if you do that. Okay. So anyways, I got that off my chest. Callers, go ahead and call in, okay? But what I got is, it's very close, but still, all in all, it's up to you. What do you like more? I'm going to go ahead and get my headset because I know the callers, y'all been calling in. Let me get it, turn it on, okay? But what I'm just going to say is that right now, I think this battle is very close. But I think Microsoft just has it. I think Sony is not ready for what Microsoft is about to bring. Now, one thing I will say, Microsoft did slack on. They lacking, okay? is, what about VR support, Microsoft? Talk to me. What about VR support? Okay, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense you don't got VR support when you got Windows mixed reality right there built into the operating system. I got your Windows VR headsets. Okay, I'm rocking with you, Microsoft. I've been a fanboy since day damn one. At least you can do me that solid and bring VR to the system, please. Now that I got that off my chest, okay, that is probably the one thing I would say, Microsoft. But the reason I'm not too mad, because Sony did say they're going to have virtual reality, but they did not confirm that the PlayStation virtual reality headset for the PS4 was going to be compatible with the system. I hope this is not going to be a race of who sells the most peripheral devices, okay? I hope it's not that. Because if it is, it's going to get crazy. We're going to have add-on on top of add-on. We're already talking about the PlayStation 5 having, add-ons to where you won't have to upgrade your system. You'll just add on. Same thing for the Xbox. I'm not sure if they're trying to make game consoles more PC-based, to where you don't have to buy gaming consoles every 3-4 years. You now can buy an upgrade for the system and enhance it another 2 to 3 years. That is a nice concept in theory, but I think in the end, it's going to play out to a cash cow, because now you can release this upgrade. You can release another upgrade the next year. You can release another upgrade the next year. And every year you can release an upgrade. And I'm going to have to be part of the Best Buy buyback program. There's going to be nothing else. Okay. So other than that, I just want to say, for me, for the record, Xbox is the bomb. I don't think PlayStation comes close. I think it's very close when you look at the numbers. I think it's very close when you read the stats. And I took notes here, okay? I do think it's very close when you come down to it. But when it comes down to how you feel, when it comes down to what's in your heart, okay, I'm going to let you know. Hold on. I had callers come through. I be talking now. See, that's my fault. My fault, callers. My fault. Let me get you on. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. I got you on here. I got a caller. Hold on. Nickmoses05 Podcast. Who do I have on the line?
What's up, Nick? It's Joe.
Oh, Joe. Now, hold up. I got you on my speakers. You ain't on my headset. Let me go ahead and take care of this right now. I can't have you on there, man. It's got you. Oh, okay. Here we go. Going to Skype right here. Now, bear with me here. But, Joe, I'm glad you called in, man. You just the man I need to talk to. Let me get the audio right here. Okay, bam. There we go. I see that. Speakers. We gonna do. There we go. I got you on there, Joe. You all good, my man. How are you doing today, Joe?
I'm doing good. Been busy. How are you been?
Man, I've been good, man. Same thing. Been busy. But you know what? This is something that I was just itching. I was looking through all the data. I was spending time on this, man. It was just, when it comes to games like this, a hardcore lover of games, I just had to break it down. So, Joe, for your opinion, who do you feel, or what do you feel is going to make of the PS5 versus Xbox One? And two, is there a system that you prefer over the other?
Well, I got to be honest with you. I'm a big Sony fanboy, but what they did this year was absolutely horrible. They dropped the ball completely with the pre-order system. If my friend didn't post on Facebook, pre-order just got released, and I wasn't looking at my phone, I would have missed it. And also, instead of spending $500 for the optical edition so I could get used games, I had to pay $809 to get two controllers, 2 games, and a year subscription of PlayStation Plus, which I don't use because, like I said, I work 7 days a week and I just don't play online. I just play single player.
Exactly.
They did a horrible job. And also another thing with the PlayStation specs too, I was looking at the diagrams. I didn't really have time to look at it. The PlayStation 5 is short, I think, 100 and something change gigabytes compared to the Microsoft hard drive, and that makes up a big difference. Those games are going to be probably close to maybe 90 or 100 gigs unless they're like really, small indie games. So they shorted us on that too.
Talk to him, Joe. And that's one thing everybody has been talking about. I did not bring up, and I'm glad you pointed out the 1 terabyte of space. So as you and many others are saying, that might not be enough space when you got games like Call of Duty and Fortnite taking up 100 plus gigabytes, and that's just 2 games. So you could probably have 10 total games take up the space. So Joe, how do you feel about that space situation and how they dropped the ball?
Absolutely horrible. I mean, I understand they could have at least made it a terabyte instead of making it, I think it was 800 something change. At least make it a terabyte, because the PS4 game dumps, some of them are a tiny bit over 100 gigabytes. Now, if those are over 100 gigs, those other games are going to be even more because of all the graphics in it. The graphic engine is going to be bigger, so they should have made it, at least 1 terabyte.
I'm with you on that, man.
Selling external storage. And what I was reading too is for the adapter for the external storage, you can't just use a regular hard drive. It has to be a solid state drive.
I will agree, man. It has to be a solid state drive, so you can't use an original hard drive. That is something I'm glad you pointed that out too. It is only for solid state drive. So yeah, you're going to have to take a step up if you want to buy that bigger size solid state drive. We talking about hefty price tags now, so you're right on that. Now, let me ask, Joe, now, have you, since you said you got the $800 one for PlayStation 5, have you anticipated already pre-ordering the Xbox Series X as well?
Hands down, because you know what it is? When it comes to games, I'm kind of on the fence about both. I love Gears of War. That's exclusively for the Xbox. And back in the day, GTA was exclusive for PlayStation. I love both consoles. It's like, I'm kind of like, a gaming whore. I'll do any console, anytime, anywhere. It's all about the games.
Hey, you ain't lying. That was a perfect analogy too. In that sense, I'm definitely a gaming whore. As much crap as I talk about Sony PS5, don't doubt if I have a PS5 in my house, I'm not playing it. Okay, so I'm not that much of a hater. So,
and they were saying with the PlayStation 5, I'm sorry, what they were saying with the PlayStation 5 pre-orders is some places are canceling them because what happened was with Walmart and some other online retailers, too many orders got placed and they were successfully placed. So they might not even have enough to ship.
Definitely had to mention that too, and I'm glad you pointed that out. So there is possibility that some people might not get their systems. I remember PlayStation 3 when it was to a point where pre-orders were just back ordered. The GameStop would get some, and you would come up there and say, "Hey, you guys were getting some today." They'd say, "I'm sorry, we already had enough pre-orders. You're going to be on the next list of pre-orders." It was very bad. So I hope we don't run into that.
And they dropped an apology. Sony they apologized. Oh, we're so sorry for this horrible mess. It's like, are you going to do anything about it? You're going to give us a rebate or some type of free, crappy, digital game that nobody wants to play? Here's a free copy of, Pong with DLC that you have to buy for it.
So
seriously,
we know you're going to be there. So being that you're pre-ordering the Xbox Series X, as far as the mess you went through the PlayStation, any advice you got to anybody who was going to be pre-ordering the Xbox Series X that might save them the time that you went through for the PlayStation 5?
Yes, if you have an extra person in the house, have them try to get on another computer and order it. Luckily, my dad was home. I had my dad helping me. He was on one computer, and then I had my other laptop and my cell phone. This was all through Best Buy. We tried to order it. It kept getting DDoS. It kept stopping. I was about to go to bed. I said, you know what? Let me try GameStop. They had the $800 package. I'm like, I bought it. It literally, guys, took me 10 minutes to check out. That was it.
Wow.
Best Buy was a nightmare.
That is so crazy.
GameStop was on their ball. They're on their ball for two reasons. A lot of people hate GameStop. Doesn't matter to me. If I have a PS5 and you don't have one because you hate GameStop, it doesn't matter. But they were prepared for this DDoS. They knew everyone was going to be accessing their web page, so they had the extra, utilities for it. Other websites weren't prepared for it.
They weren't prepared. And I'm going to tell you this, and if anybody don't know, I'm a big fan of GameStop. I actually have stock in GameStop, okay? And regardless of people saying GameStop is going to go out of business and all of that, I can tell you right now, since I have purchased my stock has went up a little bit since the pandemic thing have started. All right. So GameStop, yeah, and I appreciate that, but GameStop is not going away just yet. Okay, now I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with these stores. I don't know what they're gonna do with all the, the old physical copies. Maybe we can find the old guys out there who want to buy them for high price. But other than that, I don't know. But I can say you are right. GameStop seems to just be very simple when it comes to purchasing your system now. I haven't had any problems with any pre-orders I've had for GameStop, any DLC I've received from GameStop. So I'm going to give GameStop some kudos on that, and I appreciate you letting us know about that. But Joe, since I got you on here, anything else you want to speak about as far as this next-gen console gaming wars? Is there anything you could say to the people as far as a final answer on what you think they should do if they're deciding between which one to get?
Well, what I would do is, if you're deciding on, if you have to pick one or pick the other, I would say it's kind of hard. For money and for gamings, I would go with the Xbox X, even though I'm a Sony fanboy. The reason why I'm saying that is that system is cheaper, and you could use your older hardware, like you mentioned. I didn't know that. And also, like with the PlayStation 5, with them going to that bigger controller, they're doing this for two reasons. One, they're going to make it uncomfortable deliberately, so you go out and buy, this is going to be our retrofitted slim controller. It's just, more BS.
I want to see, and I haven't seen the controller. Now, Joe, can you tell me, have you seen any layouts of this PlayStation 5 DualSense controller?
I haven't seen any, with the rulers and measurements of the controller. I haven't. But I just saw the stock images, and that looks pretty big. It looks like the original Xbox controller back in the day. Like when I was a kid, I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to use it? It's too big.
Yo, it is huge. And I'm going to say the console, I never thought. Now, PlayStation 3, I thought I had the biggest system. My wife was mad because I was hauling around this modded PlayStation 3 for the longest. She was so happy when I threw it away. I finally got rid of it. She was like, oh, thank God, I'm sick of that big damn system. And now I'm telling you, I'm about to bring in another one because it seems like this next console war is about to have the biggest systems ever. Do you think that is the case?
Oh yeah, I saw measurements of the PS5. That thing looks like, it looks like a Trapper Keeper. The thing is gigantic. Something you bring to school in the 90s.
Yo, it's gigantic. It got the modem router look, you know what I mean, which is kind of weird to me. I'm not gonna lie, the Xbox Series X looks
like 56K.
Yo, it looks very weird, but I will say, when I looked at the two together, the Xbox looks more like blah. I will be honest. The PlayStation at least tried to give some conceptual design, so I'll give them that. But the one thing is that system, I seen the ruler measurements of those stock images, okay? That thing is huge and will not fit in a lot of just basic entertainment systems.
Yeah, I ran out of room in my entertainment center with all the systems. Another thing I wanted to bring up, two things about the PS5 again. Supposedly, Walmart dropped the ball, and Sony's kind of blaming them. Walmart's getting too big for their own good. They actually released the PlayStation 5 pre-orders ahead of time. They said, the heck with this, we're just going to release it to the customers. I think they ran out of stock. Then the PlayStation 5 was kind of saying, the reason why we did this was to avoid bots from, scalping our systems. It's just, Sony has always been like this. They're always a really fishy company. They make great products, great games, but they've always been like this.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not going to hate on Sony because, like you said, I was one that also, I loved the Grand Theft Auto series when it was only for Sony. I was all with them. And
but
even
you think they'd bring the Grand Theft Auto out instead of, Devil May Cry 5. I'm a big Devil May Cry. I did cosplay as Dante, Devil May Cry. Dude, give us a GTA. You said, Xbox, you think of, Halo. PlayStation, GTA. Why wouldn't you bring your main gaming franchise to the new system?
Your main hitter.
Even more hype, more excitement.
I'm with you on that. Now, Joe, I will say, how do you feel about this? I don't know. I went ahead and said, as far as confirmed launch date titles for PlayStation 5 and for Xbox, and for those who missed it, I apologize. You can tune back to that. But because Halo Infinite is not being released on launch day, I say Microsoft lost no matter what. What do you think about that? Do you think Microsoft still has a chance by releasing Gears Tactics, a few other titles, to be able to win that launch title war? Or do you think just losing Halo is the ultimate loss for Microsoft in the launch date titles?
I don't think Microsoft lost out. I mean, it's kind of their own fault. They put their foot in their mouth. I saw leaked trailers and a couple of videos, and the graphics looked really bad. They looked like 360 a little bit. I think they just rushed it because it has a branding on. Just half-ass it. Just whatever. We'll throw it out there. Basically, people don't realize how much power that we have on social media. We say something bad about a game, they'll change it within minutes. Don't do this. 10,000 people said they don't like this person in blue. They want them in red. They have to listen to us because, we're the ones supporting them and, putting food on their table. Don't half-ass stuff. Don't make games incomplete that, buy DLC so you could actually press start and load the game. It's stupid.
It is stupid, my man Joe. And Joe, you preaching to the people, not Joe. Before I let you go, any last words you got to say to everybody?
Get your systems in. Make sure you set your timer to get up early. And if you're able to, have another person use your phone on a separate network and use your computer on a separate network so you don't hit into each other, and use different sites. And, good luck, guys, getting your new systems.
Man, my man Joe, love you to death, man. I'll be talking with you off of here as we normally do. Holla at you, man.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Right, thanks, man. Now, I just missed a call. My fault. Okay. But my man Joe is talking to us nasty. A guy who called in and said, I love Sony, man. Sony, I've been a Sony fanboy since day one. And you got me sitting here as a Microsoft fanboy, okay? But there are certain instances where Sony dropped the ball at. Okay, and they know they dropped the ball in those categories. But for all those who love Sony, okay, for all those who say Sony is God's here, do you think that's still the case? Now, me, I'm just a Microsoft fanboy. I will buy a PlayStation 5 too, okay? I have it pre-ordered, okay? I didn't want to say it, but I'm just going to go ahead and admit it right now. I've been talking all that smack, and yes, I have it pre-ordered, okay? And I will be doing a live stream for the Xbox Series X pre-order. So, guys, let me just pull me back up. Let me see you over there. I see you over there, YouTube. I see you over there, guys, and it's about the time. Okay, we coming up on that time, but I just want to go ahead and say a couple last words. Yo, shout out to everybody out there on Facebook. I see you guys out there in the Facebook groups, especially in the Switch modding scene. A lot of people don't know I do a lot of Nintendo Switch modding videos. Shout out to Vinny Monforte. I'm not sure if they pronounce your name. My man Vinny keeps a lot of people updated on SXOS, Team Executor, updates and such. And shout out to everybody who's been keeping us updated on Team Atmosphere. Those Facebook groups out there, I think they're Nintendo Switch modding, something, I can't think of it, probably Nintendo Switch modding at homebrew, something along those lines. Go look. Shout out to Eli Mo, everyone who's going through any hearing impairment. Shout out to that guy. That man has been inspiring others who are, having any hearing impairment issues. You don't have to be deaf. You could just probably have some hearing issues. He is there for you. He has helped a lot of others. So shout out to him. Shout out to you guys for tuning in. I try to get to all you guys' calls. I apologize. I missed a lot of calls today. But the reason is calls coming through while I'm going in, and then I miss a lot of calls. The calls when you're calling don't show up on my screen right away. So I apologize if I missed any other calls. Let me see here. I want to just see roll call to a couple others. I see you guys out there. Duke, yo, shout out to you. I want to shout out to you. I see Reno, my man. Shout out to Reno. Frags. Shout out to you, Chelsea's World. Joe, we just hollered at you on Facebook. Shout out to y'all, too. I see my man Ramon. Shout out to you. Okay, so Ramon Minister, my man, holla at you. But everybody that tuned in right now, if you guys did miss the stream at all, what you can do is you can go ahead and watch the stream again. It will be up on Facebook for at least a day, but it will go down. I haven't taken my streams down yet, so y'all just juicing it right now. If you watching I see you going back. I see the analytics. You guys are going back watching those podcasts. I will be taking them down from Facebook, so enjoy it while you can, because I'll be having just a lot of clips. There'll be a lot of other things that won't be on my other social media platforms. So if you're on Facebook, you will be benefiting better than some others. All right, but YouTube is going to be where these podcasts will live. I will be doing my Nintendo Switch videos there and sharing them out. So I do different things on each social media platform to keep everyone engaged and to tune into each one. If you don't know my social media platforms, check out the beginning of the video. You'll see it there. Facebook, Twitch, Nickmoses05, Instagram, Twitter, Nickmo05. Other than that, guys, we're going to cut this one just a couple minutes. We actually right on time. I'm not even going to say cut it short. It's your boy, Nickmoses05. I want to make sure, now hold up, a lot of times I done missed, I don't want to miss no donations out here. If I see any donations come in, okay. I don't want to miss nothing, because a lot of times I miss it and I feel bad. I didn't see anything, but anybody, if you can't donate, that's fine. I don't really care. It's you can share my content. That's another way. You just watching my content, you calling in, that is all support. So it's not just about donating. If you haven't donated, do not feel bad. You have other ways you can be able to support. Please share this content out. It means a lot to me. Hit the like button, you guys. All of you that tuned in, hit the like button. Okay. Other than that, it is your boy Nickmoses05. Mo fam, love you guys, and we out.